What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the shed. Dig Daddy out here. Well, in the shed. What's going on? BSing in the shed. Friday night. Hope everybody's feeling all right. Oh my God, I'm on fire. How about you? You guys got the fire? Giving birth to new clouds. Hell yeah. I hope everybody's week has treated them well. And if you've gone on any endeavors for that shiny, I hope your hands were heavy. If not, well, better luck next time. That's how it goes most of the time, so don't be discouraged. Glad to have everybody here. It's nice to see you all. And yeah. So big shout out to everybody who's here with us tonight. And, you know, I was just thinking about old AU Prospect, and I hope he's doing well. I haven't heard any new updates since the last one from Banshee saying that he's doing better, a little bit better now. And hope he continues on that path to wellness. And if y'all know him, he's a good member of this community, so make sure your thoughts and prayers and all that are with him. And yeah, and that's all I got for tonight, everybody. So have a good one, and heavy pens and green bowls. Is he out of the ICU? That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Being in the ICU isn't good. So that he's out, that's a good sign. Most definitely. Well, here's to his continued health and on his journey back. And hopefully he'll be back with us soon. If you're not already a subscriber to John's channel, go over to AU Family Prospecting and sign up. Be a member. He's got a giveaway going at $7.50. So what a great thing would that be for him to get home from the hospital and be at his goal. So yeah, go hit up his channel if you're not already a member. Make sure to subscribe and give him a good surprise when he gets home from the hospital. That's what I say, you know. Otherwise, it's been a busy week, working and did a little bit of work out here in the shed last weekend. Got the walls. Well, you can't tell from looking at me here, but these walls behind me are all nice and paneled up. I got pegboard. I got panels. I got electric outlets with wires dangling. No juice yet, though. Somebody had mentioned that they might be able to hook me up with some solar setup. So I'm kind of holding off on ordering anything because I don't want to go and order stuff and then him come through and be like, yo, Dig Daddy, I hooked it up. I got a 10,000 watt system on its way to your house. And be like, holy fuck, man. That's awesome. And I just blew $2,000 with a much shittier system. So we'll see how that goes. See if it pans out, as it were. But I'm getting antsy and I want to get things going. I want to get the juice flowing. So if I don't hear something soon, I may just say fuck it and start ordering stuff. What up, Brian? It's 419. What? Why do I gotta make it? I'm already there, brother. Where are you at? Sorry, Sky Warrior. A3 Sky Warrior. I don't know what the A3 is, but we'll go Sky War. But it'll only be Fridays for the foreseeable future. Keep asking my son when his classes are done. He's like, I don't know. So we got to make that adjustment for the time being. We'll go back at least definitely once summer hits. We'll be back on the Monday. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So let's do a mail call. Let's go check out what I got in the mail today. Got this big old box here from old Julie Hansen down there in California. I wonder what it might be. Where's my kniff? Fuck. Use this one. See what kind of goodies are in here. I mean, I already know what's in here, but it's a surprise for you guys. Very well packed. Bagged and boxed. Paper. Ooh. Hello, Dig Daddy. Hope this finds you well. I am well, thank you. Enjoy this unique pan. Julie. So a little gifty gift from Banshee Mining, Julie Hansen. The Dig Daddy thanks you. Oh, there's the stuff. What's the name of this pan? What do they call it? Who is the creator of such a thing? I'll find out here momentarily. But it's this funky little green pan that it looks like they've poured a like a silicone into it. Made in Taiwan for Pan, Pick, and Shovel Mining Company, Coloma, California. So this is a local guy down there. That's a very unique texture. It's like a rubbery, almost. So the gold apparently is supposed to stick to it. And she was showing the Gold Shucker finishing pan. That's what this is, the Gold Shucker. It's a very interesting design. It's got a nice, I got this thing in my mouth, I can't barely talk. It's got a nice heft to it. definitely a finishing pan. It's not something you're going to want to take out to the river. Um, if only because you got to use this chemical thing, which I have no idea what's in it. It's probably bioorganic material grade something, but who knows? I don't know. So definitely a device more intended for cleaning up cons. There's a little brush, a little pipette, gold catcher bottle vial, and a funnel, little gold funnel. So cool accessories, most definitely. And thank you very much, Julie. That's awesome. I'm gonna have a good time checking this out, and I may even do a review. How much do these things go for? If you don't mind my asking. Now my hands are dry. I don't oil my hands. All right. So yeah, jet dry, you definitely don't want to use out at the river because it's a surfactant, and it can mess up like bugs being able to perch up, and it makes foam pileups, and I guess it's just bad for the environment. So it's definitely something that should be left in the home and kept in the system. Dude, Mike, I know what you're talking about. I got all these pans, and I don't even have a fraction of my pans here in the new shed with me. They're all still in the old shed. I gotta hurry up and clean the old shed out. The wife's already like, can I put all this shit in here yet? So I gotta get all my stuff moved over. So I gotta hurry up and finish up my paneling and my electrical. Once my electrical's done, then I'm gonna start moving everything in. 22 bucks, that's not too bad. I mean, if it looks like it works really, really well based on the video you made of it. So if it makes getting that fine gold out of stuff easier, then hey, 22 bucks is worth it. Yeah, I have a lot of pans, but I use two. You know, I got my brawn pan, which is the main dig. It's the only pan I really need. But I don't like to work that one too much because it's the last one in existence. So once that one breaks, I'll be a sad panda. But I got a few other pans that I like to cycle around, especially like when I'm going out to the river. The brawn pan stays home, and I got other pans that go out to the river. Pans that can be replaced. Those are what go out to the river. And I just picked up an XP pan as well. I got the kit. Oh yeah, if you got kids and they're taking them out there with you, yeah, you're gonna lose a pan here and there, most definitely. It's ironic because this last year I had nothing but time. Then as soon as I get my shed, I'm going back to work. That might have been the other way around. I went back to work. Now I can get my shed. But either way, I don't have the weekdays like I used to. Sure. Man, it's good to see you. Yeah, you're usually, I don't know, is it early or late over there right now for you? But yeah, it usually doesn't sync up too well with your schedule. Don't mind me, I'm just looking for an ashtray, which is this Mountain Dew bottle can right now. Hold up. There we go. See, you're never on during the live show, so I can never get to make you a mod. Or when you are, I'm too stoned and I forget. But you're now a mod, Jer, so use the power wisely. Don't bump anybody who doesn't need to be bumped. In fact, don't do shit with it because I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with it. So, okay. Oh, it's midday then. But you're probably like, you got work and all. Well, you just tell the boss, hey, I got to tune in. Dig Daddy's show is on. And tell him, come over. We'll hang out. If you haven't noticed, by the way, everybody, if you haven't noticed, up at the top over here in the chat, as always, there's a little link that you can click on. Get yourself entered in to win this week's Sloppy Seconds. After we're done going through this dirt, whatever gold's in there goes in some extra dirt that I threw together. This week's dirt is going to be some dirt. And I threw some topaz, some black tourmalines, some dragonstone jasper chips. And then I got these gems in this bag. They're rough gems in the bag. Throw a couple of those in. I got some unkite, I think there's a couple amethysts in there, and a bunch of other stuff. I'll just throw a handful of stuff in there. So that'll be this week's Sloppy Seconds. I keep hearing this frog outside. I tell you guys this every week, which tells you how hopeful I am that he's coming back. But I keep hearing these frogs outside, so I think it might be time that frogs are coming back around again. But at any rate, let's go take a look at how much the gold stuff is worth this week. Always a good thing to check out and be aware of what our stuff is worth. So, what happened? There we go. Whoa. Well, all right. This week, gold has jumped up pretty substantially. Up 35 bucks from last week, or from today, actually. And we're sitting at, this week, $1,866.31, which is awesome. Everything seems to be moving a bit in the market this week, so that's cool. Definitely good looks, good there. Investments are looking better. Not nearly as painful as it has been. The coins are back up. All right, let me put this over here. I've also been sitting on a couple bags of Roaring Camp. So I'm like 2 months behind on my subscription dirt. And so I cracked one of those open tonight because I ran out of the other. But I still got to wash everything out. Kind of clean it up. Because that stuff is dusty and really clay heavy, this one. $59.76 a gram. Keep on going. Actually, I'd say now is probably a good time to buy before it does continue spiking up. Order up a couple ounces and sit on it. It'll go up, it'll go down, it'll go up, it'll go up, it'll go down, it'll go up. But you see the trend. I, however, am not a financial advisor. And you should never take advice from a man smoking a joint. This is just my advice as a man smoking a joint. Free rent, man. I was rent and food. I was feeding that bastard too. I'd bring I'd bring worms in there and little mealy worms. I'd buy those, bring them. I still have a bunch of the worms that I got for him. They're still alive, sitting in there. So you need a little toy sluice. That way you can still get the job done while you're waiting on the big sluice to be squared away. Toy sluices are fun. And that's what we're going to be using tonight. We're going to be using the toy sluice. Well, it's not really the toy sluice. It's the toolbox sluice setup, but not in a toolbox. It's in a tub. So I had to take down the big rig, which I need to set that back up for tomorrow. See, that's the problem with starting to move into a space that's not done being built. Because you got to take things down and put things up and take things down, and then finally you put them up and they're going to stay there. It's a lot more effort, a lot more work that way. Makes everything take twice as long. Well, they're talking about using gold as a standard again for stable market. So what that means, especially if gold adjusts to the value of the US dollar, do you know how insanely gold will spike if it equals the debt? Because there's a lot more debt than there is gold, so it becomes scarce by nature. And so yeah, it'll market adjust in that manner. So you'll want to be having a lot in your pocket when that happens, because you won't be able to get a lot of it afterwards. I'd say think of it kind of like having Bitcoin 3 years ago versus what it's worth today. They're always in process. So here's what's going on with toolbox sluices. Why I keep saying I'm working on them, but nothing ever comes about. I made 5 header boxes, and then I went to seal them. And to seal them, I use epoxy, 2-part epoxy, and I coat them and I coat them and blah 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 blah. Well, this last batch got funky, and so they never quite dried. They dried, but they have this oily sheen over the top of them. So I got to figure out how to get rid of that so I can spray them so they don't look shitty before I want to use them as a toolbox sluice. So, I don't know. No, I don't think they necessarily tried to take everybody's gold. Well, yeah, they did, but it was partially that, and it was partially they didn't feel that people should be out mining when there's a war going on. There's a lot of people profiting off of, mining for gold. We're in the middle of a war, and the government's like, well, what the fuck are you guys doing? You should be fighting for your country. And so that's why mining, partially why it was outlawed, is to get people out of these hidden locations and back into the social need. Oh, no problem, man. I haven't had time really to do much of anything anyways. Uh, so, I mean, I got to really work on getting these toolboxes up. Because I got a few people who've been waiting for a while. Rubbing alcohol, you think that'll kill it? Maybe. Maybe, I could try that. I'm down to give that a shot. Because I don't want to toss 5 of these things, right? That's a lot. That's like It's like a week's worth of 3D printing. I don't know if they had to turn them all into gold coins. Maybe they just wanted to hold on to them for governmental wealth. Whatever the case is. I just remember when I went to the gold camp, that was just part of the story that they tell you when you go down the mountain in the truck. He's sitting there telling you about the history of gold mining in America and in the area there. And there's a part of it that focuses on during the war when all the gold mines were outlawed, and that being one of the main reason why. That being said, it could just be the story they tell because it's the gold camp, and that's their perspective on it. All right. Well, I'm feeling like firing up the sluice. What do you guys say? You guys want to do a little sluicing tonight? Do a little something, something. See if we can find ourselves a little bit of that gold. Anybody? Anybody? What's going on, George? Good to see you, man. Thank you, Durf the man. That rolls off the tongue. Sure does. Sluice it up? Alright, somebody wants to see some sluicing. I like it. Let's fire up that screen and boom! How about that? Some high definition sluicing. Yes, let's get that shiny. I like that plan. It's a good plan. Tonight, we got a little bit of that roaring camp. Fresh off the bag. It's going to be dirty because I didn't take a whole lot of time cleaning it up. But that's okay because I'm going to dump this tub out when I'm done anyway, so it don't matter. It don't matter, just don't bite it. But the one thing I did forget to do is jet the dry. Put some in here as well. How warm? It's actually pretty warm. I got the heater right down here. So it should be nice and toasty in here. No problems. Some of this juice out of here. Ooh, that's unnerving. What's this? Sluice Boy donated $4.99. Hell yeah, thank you, Sluice Boy. Much appreciated. Well, at any rate, I got another spool of filament, so I should just start printing the next round of headers anyways. And if those come out before these other ones get fixed, then at least I can move on with making the thing, right? So I think after the stream, after I make dinner, let me get the printer fired up. Yeah, I kind of like the dirt out of Carolina, in that area. It's kind of sugary, you know. It's kind of like a very quartzy kind of dirt. So whenever I go through it, I feel like I'm going through a pile of sugar, like raw sugar, because there's so much quartz in it. Ketchup. Yeah, crunchy. Exactly. I don't know. There's these terms for dirt that I use, you know, and I kind of feel like maybe they're just terms in my head, but it reassures me that other people have the same perception and description of it. Crunchy. Yeah, like crunchy, sugary dirt is exactly how I think about it. It's very crunchy. I may have even said that in a few of my reviews of that kind of dirt. Like the Golden Sands guys, their stuff is very crunchy. It's very quartzy. I'd be curious if they actually have a mine or if it's just a quarry. All right. That was fairly painless. This dirt this week is really clay heavy. I didn't get a good chance to clean the batch yet. So I took like a few big scoops, just enough to fill the cup. Cleaned that up. Tried to get as much of the dust out of there as I could. But even still, look how milkshakey the water is already. You can really see it. It's got this sheen and shine to it, like almost like soap going through it, you know? But this is your typical West Coast dirt. Very dusty. It's very clay, dirty. All right. Unfortunately, the water is all milkshaky now, so we can't really see. I'll have to turn it off and see what we see then. I'm going to let it run for a second. And find my Maggie knit. Alright, I definitely see some shiny in there. And there's my pan. Alright. Alright, not too shabby. A couple of nice little chunkies in there. Not quite pickers, but they definitely have some height to them. Little baby boulders. And then a bunch of little fines in there as well. So not too bad for a cup of dirt. Let's get this sucked up. We'll dry it out. Oh wow, hold up. There's a whole bunch of flour that made its way. It just got stuck in here. It wouldn't move. It's all on the back side of this thing. As we say, no gold left behind. Alright. Really hard to use a snuffer when there's no water in there. Roaring Camp, that's right. I have the Dirt of the Month subscription there, so they send me a bag. It's about 20 pounds or so of dirt. I'll show you the bag here in just a minute. Right out of their camp, classified down. Ooh, like a roller coaster. Looks good. Nice and dry. I ain't gonna touch it though. Burn my finger. Let's go hang out for a bit while that cools down. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. What's going on, Joey Brown? Welcome to the stream. If anybody who, yeah, Eric, that stuff is dirty, 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 but it's fun to go through. Once you clean it up, it's actually really nice dirt. You just got to get that silt out of there, that dust, and there's a lot of it. So if you have a stack of classifiers, obviously you want to do that. Get rid of the quarter, move it down, get rid of separate out the whatever you want, wherever you want to start your pay dirt at. I usually get everything outside of a quarter inch and up goes out right off the bat. There's not usually too much, maybe a tenth of the bag or so, quarter of the bag sometimes. But get that stuff out of the way. Crush down any granite that's disintegrating or eroding, because you'll find some of that in there. I did tonight. Crush it up, make sure it releases anything that might be in it. And then just go down to 100 mesh. Past 100 mesh, you're either going to have super fine gold or dust. And if you just have that settled down at the bottom of your bucket, you can just keep washing it till all that dust is out of there. Or 50 mesh, and then wash out anything below that. Just kind of whirlwind it in a bucket. Yeah, decomposing stuff. Sorry, I always forget the word. Like whenever I need to use the word, I always forget it. But I'll show you what the bag looks like. I'll send you one of these. Really dense clay, thick material. And there's usually around a gram or so in there. We usually average about 1/10 of a gram every cup, give or take. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But that's why it's called prospecting. Well, let's see what we wound up finding prospecting out here in the shed. Still a little warm. Just remember what I do for you guys. Let's find gold in there, but that's not going to tip the scale too much. There you go. 0.056 grams of gold, 5.7. Maybe it'll keep climbing. Maybe it'll expand once it hits air. I don't know. 0.057 grams of gold. Not too bad for a cup of dirt. We'll throw this gold. There in our sloppy seconds. Get it all. This week's dirt's a little bit wet. That's what she said. But hey, what can you do? Yeah, this was the top couple scoops off the bag. All right. Shake, shake, shake. That's 211. Promise more rocks, didn't I? Amethyst and unkite. I think that's Amazonite. A piece of emerald. A bigger piece of emerald. That might be a moonstone or more Amazonite. Raw tiger's eye. That's what I'm going to go with because I don't want to rip the bag. Got all those in there now too. Pretty tight for being so sloppy, you know what I'm saying? So, if you'd like your chance at winning that bag of dirt with all that stuff in there, make sure you hit the link, leave a comment. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe. And I'm going to give that shit away here in a couple minutes. Make sure you also hit that thumbs up button. You know, don't forget to like this stream if you're hanging out. And like the other one as well. And all that shit. So there you go. So good times, good dirt. Hope everybody enjoyed. Yeah, 342. You know, I was trying to figure it out for the longest time too, Mike. Like 342. I saw it as well, and I couldn't figure out why does that keep getting put on my channel. That doesn't make any sense. When I'd click on it, it'd take me to just these random ass collections of videos. So I thought it was like a thing, right? But then I found out today about how you can hashtag based on that. And it turns out that the address that's in most of my videos to my P.O. box is number 342. So that's why I hashtagged it up on top. And I could never figure that out. I couldn't put two and two together till I'm looking through the description and I saw that video. But no, that was funny. Today I was determined because I didn't figure anybody else ever noticed it. Today I was like, I gotta figure this out. I know, right? That'll be the new hashtag. I'm gonna have to do a sticker with 342. That'll be the area code for the shed here, the 342. Yeah. Oh yeah, Rocky, that'd be a cool video to watch. Going off roading with that, seeing how close you get to near death. Yeah, it's a lot of work washing that. I think I have a video of me going through and washing it out, and it's not a lot of work, but best to have a tub on the bottom, a bucket with the hole cut maybe 6 inches down, and then your classifiers. Yeah, that's what I learned today, Ed. For the longest time, I was trying to figure out why that hashtag kept appearing above all my titles. I never figured out what they were about. Now I know. Now I know I can use them. So I'll have to put other things there like hashtag backyard prospecting, hashtag get that shiny. You got to be careful with some hashtags. Some hashtags will get you in trouble. Like if you'd be like hashtag big booty chicks, they'll be like, no, no, we're gonna take you down in rankings. So you got to be careful how you try to reel people in. All right. I think everybody's had a good chance to get themselves entered up. So what do you say? Y'all want to give away a little bit of dirt? Somebody want some dirt? Let's do this. Give me a second here. All right. Kinky paydirt. Yeah. Yeah, they don't like people taking advantage of the system that they take advantage of. So when you figure out that the algorithm and all the tricks, that then they like slap you for that. So there's a fine line of counting the cards that they allow. That's why I've always been lazy about all my hashtags and tags and whatever tags. I half the time I barely put them in. I have some that auto populate because I got this service thing for it, and that's helped for when I forget to do the stuff that I'm supposed to do. Oh yeah, the wheel. Let's do that. Forgot about that. Started babbling about shit, and let's do this. All right. If you haven't already put your comment on there, then you took too damn long because we're gonna grab them. We got 37 comments, and let's spin the wheel. Bum, bum, bum. Vendetta prospecting. Play all over pans, be heavy. Pray all. Are you on your phone? And hopefully you'll find some purple. Oh man, you just crushed my world with that. My mind can't wrap around that. Congratulations, Vendetta. You are tonight's winner of the sloppy seconds. Yeah, getting chicks to pose for your YouTube video covers though, that's the key. Like if you can hire an actress and take her out with you, and so she's always in the shots like they do on those TV shows, like suddenly they pan across and she's like bent over digging, and it's just like a tasteful shot of her cleavage. You know, that's marketing right there. They know what brings people in. So I don't know if maybe now that I'm at 1,000 and I'm getting all this fat YouTube money, maybe I'll hire some extra actors for hanging out in the shed. Hire a couple go-go dancers. Old Man Sasquatch? Well, all right, Old Man Sasquatch. You're getting tonight's sloppy seconds. Congratulations. Why don't you send me your address? Dig Daddy at backyard prospecting.com. Dig Daddy at backyardprospecting.com is where you want to send that over to. And I'll get that sent out for you. And that reminds me, hey, did Mike, did Donna Corin ever have get a hold of you to get that what we're waiting on? Her address, so I can send her a bag of some dirt. Make sure to pass that my way if she has, so I can send that out. And speaking of bags of dirt, I still have a couple of those desert roses left, so if anybody wants to get one before they're gone, there's maybe about 4 bags left. And I'll probably make some more once I get a little bit more gold. But for now, there's about 4 left of those. And otherwise, that's all I got. Old man, make sure you get me that address so I can send you some dirt. The rest of you, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you're out there in the rivers or wherever you get your gold, heavy pans to you. I hope you come home with as much gold as you can carry. Otherwise, this is Dig Daddy signing out. And don't forget to tune in this weekend for the next paydirt review. And otherwise, peace.